I'm Christina Stott. I'm a living and working artist in North Adams, Massachusetts. I also work at Gallery 51. I've definitely always viewed my time here as an opportunity to stockpile work and I knew what I was getting into. I knew I was going to be in the mountains and I knew I had no friends. So I really that was the whole reason to move here, was to actually be able to go to school and work on my own art in a higher capacity than I was doing in Troy. I think there's so much going on. It's crazy. Especially with all of the options, Tanglewood and Shakespeare & Co. and oh my God, Williamstown and whatever. There's just such an abundance of things that you can do, which is really nice. It's exceptionally rich in culture. We have a lot of things actually happening, but I think a lot of it is also catered to the older crowd because the industry is kind of gone and it's kind of it was getting mundane. That was the prime opportunity to kind of reinvent this place as an artist community. Oh man, I think a nightlife is totally missing here. Absolutely. I think we have a lot of dive bars and that's really cool, but I think that as far as really cool hip places to go, there's two in town. The Chalet is super cool and a super young hip place to go, but it's only open on Thursdays. There's only so much here for young people. I think you come here and you kind of experience it and then you kind of just move on. However, I do notice, or I've heard stories of a lot of young people coming here, spending time here, going, living their crazy lives other places, and then returning back to the Berkshires. I particularly don't see myself still here in 5 years. I really, just me personally, with the kind of art that I do, I can't flourish here as a young artist.
My name is Julia Dixon, and I'm the manager of Berkshire Creative. I came to the Berkshires to participate in the Berkshire Hills internship program. I stayed in the Berkshires because I fell in love with the area, and I found a job as a gallery manager for Farron Gallery when they were in Pittsfield on North Street. From large performing arts venues like Tanglewood and Barrington Stage Company and Berkshire Theatre Group to smaller venues that house really good music like Mission Bar. That's a really fun thing for young people to do. There are lots of really cool restaurants like Dreamaway Lodge here. There are museums that have incredible permanent and temporary exhibitions, just world class. Again, there's nature, there's recreation, you can go skiing, there's stuff to do in the winter, there's stuff to do in the summer. And there are so many creative jobs for young people. It's just an incredible place to be. I'm not a really big club person, but there's sort of a little club scene that is lacking that the Berkshires could really benefit from, that I think the young people need. Other things that the Berkshires is missing for young people: a highway. There's no highway to easily get around. I think that's a detriment. I'm currently getting my master's degree in fine art, so I'll be done with that in a year. And depending on what I'm doing for work, I'm managing Berkshire Creative right now. It's an incredible job. I love the organization. But if I wanted to teach painting or the arts at a college, I might have to move out of the area. So I'm not sure. I would love to stay here. That would be ideal for me.
I'm Philip McInerney. I'm 21 and I work as an intern for the tourism department of North Adams. I chose to come to the Berkshires based on MCLA itself because it offers arts management as a degree, and it's one of the only or very few colleges that offers that as a degree. I love it here. I've grown to love it even more since I've been here. I love the community. I love how it's kind of in the middle of nowhere and in the woods, and I love how it's surrounded by the arts. I see when I'm walking around at nighttime, it's a completely different, you walk around during the day, it's alive. And you walk around at night, even, after 8 o'clock and everything's dead. And I think that the nightlife is one of the major things that it's lacking. I think with a steady nightlife and things to do, they'd have a lot more people here, a lot more younger people, it would be fun. There'd be awesome things to do and that people would want to do. So I definitely think that the nightlife is what it's lacking. I definitely see myself still in this area because I think it's growing, and I think it's growing based, especially North Adams, based around the arts. And seeing as I see myself doing something with the arts, I really would like to stay here and create my own business and allow it to grow with the community. I've always wanted to get into the music business and something with recording music and in that sense. So either something to do with that or even anything with the arts. I haven't really completely decided yet, but I've really just, honed in on the arts, and I think this is the perfect area.
My name is Jenny Beth Gomez. I'm 28 years old, and I'm the digital media marketing manager for Berkshire Museum. My job. The job was the only thing that kept me here. If I didn't get a job, I was going to move right back home. I definitely think there needs to be more of a nightlife in the Berkshires for people with energy. It's just hard when everything starts to close around 11 or 12, and people are, for the most part, when you're young, that's when you kind of want to go out and do things. Well, when I first moved to the Berkshires, I was in AmeriCorps Vista, which is a 1-year-long position. So I thought at the end of that 1 year, I was just going to move somewhere else. Like, this was just kind of like a stopping point on my path to somewhere more stable. So I didn't make friends when I was here. I met a lot of people. I, kind of hung out with a lot of people, but I never really connected with anyone because I just thought I was going to end up leaving again. When I got my job at the museum, I realized that, like, oh, you're stuck here. Not stuck here, but you're here, and you need to have a social life in order for you to actually stay sane and not work all the time and go crazy.
I am Jessica Tanis. I am working as the scenic charge at Shakespeare & Company this summer. I went to MCLA, so I knew the area, and that's why I decided to apply for a job here. But I chose to come up here to begin with because it was beautiful and it had a wonderful community. I just really love it here. It's beautiful, the people are great, there's so much to do as far as the arts, and that's obviously my field. And it's a really wonderful place to live, in my opinion. I'm actually currently trying to move to Boston because I want to attend Boston University in a year. But, I would love to come back here. It's a beautiful area.
Jonathan Del Sordo. I'm 25. I'm from Richmond, Massachusetts. I work at Massachusetts Museum of Contemporary Art in the box office. Also, I have a side project, DJ gigs all over town. It has all the air that I need. It has the art scene. It has performing arts venues left and right, up and down. And it mostly came down to the air, but it basically has an overall encompassing treasure that I was looking for. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of youth run through basically Mass Mocha. The demographics are basically 18 to 35 is our biggest customer base. And besides that, working here, my other job being a DJ in general, I see the youngest people in the entire town. 5 years, I think I'll be in the same realm as jobs, but I'll probably be in a different place. Not necessarily moving out of the Berkshires, but in a different physical place.
I'm Caitlin Allard. I'm 25 and I am the development coordinator at the Berkshire Museum. I suppose that Noah, my boyfriend, had a lot to do with that. Also, a really good network of friends kept me here as well. I think that there is a lot going on. You just have to know where to find it, what to look for. If you're interested in the arts, there's certainly tons of stuff going on. There's also, if you're an outdoorsy person, a lot of places to go and hike. It's beautiful, so there's that as well. People staying, especially in North Adams, I've noticed a lot being around college kids. They finish school and they leave, and I think that if people stayed, there would be a lot more opportunity for growth. I don't see myself living in the Berkshires forever. I don't see myself buying a house here. But I don't think I would go very far, so I would certainly stay in Western Mass, but I'm not sure I would stay in the Berkshires.
My name is Lo Satilli, and I work as a development assistant at the Mahaley Performing Arts Center. Our target audience is generally between the ages of 45 and up, so we don't have much of a reach to the youth, but we'd really like to. I think it's obviously a group of people that would love coming, they just don't know it yet. It's hard to say if we want to retain a young generation because that's not where we're going to get our membership money from. So you have to look at it from a different perspective of why you would want the younger generation, which is just that we have great stuff to offer. So the younger generation should be able to experience that and enjoy it. Well, first of all, I wish that there was a train that actually came into our region, because it'd be so easy to get people from Boston to here if there was just a route straight to us. I think that I can see myself leaving for a little while just to see what else is out there, because I haven't been to many other places, but I feel like I'll always end up coming back here, because from the second I first drove up here, I felt like I was home and like I would always have friends here, and I felt the community buzz that was there.